What if the story of humanity is far older and more mysterious than we've been taught? We're told civilization began with the Sumerians, Egyptians, and Indus Valley cultures, but what if that's only a fragment of the truth? Across the world, ancient myths whisper of a lost age, when gods walked among mortals and humanity possessed extraordinary knowledge, only to be wiped out by a great flood. These aren't just fanciful tales. They're echoes of a forgotten world, hinted at in stone and submerged beneath the waves. We find megalithic structures built with astonishing precision, ancient temples aligned to celestial cycles, and maps depicting Ice Age coastlines now deep underwater. These are not the works of simple hunter-gatherers, but the legacy of a culture with advanced science and a profound understanding of the cosmos. This is a quest to uncover the truth of our own origins, a detective story written in myth, stone, and the ruins of a drowned world. The flood myth is nearly universal, appearing in the Bible, the Epic of Gilgamesh, Indian legends, Greek myths, and the traditions of the Americas and Australia. The details are strikingly similar. A divine warning, a catastrophic flood, a vessel built to save a chosen few, and the rebirth of humanity. Mainstream explanations suggest these are just local flood stories, but the shared specifics point to a deeper, global memory. Around 12,800 to 11,600 years ago, the end of the last ice age brought massive floods as ice sheets melted rapidly, possibly triggered by a comet impact. Sea levels rose over 100 meters, drowning vast coastal plains where people had lived for millennia. For survivors, it must have seemed as if the world itself had been swallowed by the ocean. Their stories became the flood myths we know today, echoes of a real global cataclysm. Are these myths the last fingerprints of a lost civilization, nearly erased from existence? Flood myths don't just speak of destruction, they remember a lost golden age. Plato's Atlantis, Hindu Yugas, and Egyptian Zep-Tepi all describe a time of peace, prosperity, and advanced knowledge. Ancient texts speak of a world where humans lived in harmony with the cosmos, possessed great wisdom, and built monumental structures with ease. This was not a world without technology, but one with a different kind, integrated with nature, based on vibration, resonance, and harmonics. The loss of this knowledge after the cataclysm was a tragedy on a planetary scale. Survivors were left with only fragments, which became the myths of a lost paradise. What if these stories are memories of a real, advanced civilization, one that vanished beneath the waves? Legends of the Golden Age are filled with beings of extraordinary power, the Nephilim, Titans, Anunnaki, and others. These figures are remembered as teachers, founders, and builders, bringing civilization to humanity after the cataclysm. Could these stories be distorted memories of the leaders and scientists of a lost civilization, whose knowledge and stature seemed godlike to survivors? Reports of giant skeletons found in ancient burial mounds, now vanished, add to the mystery. The stories of giants may not be literal, but they hint at a real, influential group whose legacy shaped all later civilizations. Their memory endures in myth, stone, and the foundations of our oldest cities. The discovery of Göbekli Tepe in Turkey shattered the official timeline of history. Built 11,600 years ago, thousands of years before Stonehenge, this vast temple complex was created by people supposedly still living as hunter-gatherers. The site's massive, intricately carved pillars and sophisticated astronomical alignments reveal a highly organized, advanced culture. Pillar 43 may even record a comet impact that triggered the Younger Dryas cataclysm. Mainstream archaeology can't explain how such knowledge appeared so suddenly. Most mysterious of all, Göbekli Tepe was deliberately buried around 8000 BC, as if its creators wanted to preserve a message for the future. It stands as a time capsule from a world before the flood, a direct link to a lost civilization. What were they trying to tell us? The Great Sphinx of Giza is older and more mysterious than we're told. Geological evidence shows its body was eroded by heavy rainfall, impossible in Egypt's desert climate for the last 5,000 years. This suggests the Sphinx was carved before 10,000 BC, during a wetter era at the end of the last ice age. Its original form was likely a lion, symbolizing the age of Leo, later recarved by the pharaohs. The Sphinx is a silent witness to a forgotten epic, gazing east as it has for millennia. Its true age points to a sophisticated culture in Egypt over 12,000 years ago. The pharaohs inherited this sacred landscape. They did not create it. The Sphinx is a marker, pointing back to a lost world. Between 12,800 and 11,600 years ago, Earth was struck by a cataclysm, the Younger Dryas. Likely triggered by a comet impact, this event caused wildfires, an impact winter, and rapid melting of ice sheets. Sea levels rose dramatically, flooding coastal lands and erasing entire civilizations. Geological evidence, a black mat layer rich in impact markers, confirms the timing of this disaster. For any advanced culture living on the coasts, the consequences were apocalyptic. Their cities, knowledge, and achievements were lost beneath the sea. This was the Great Flood, the event that wiped the slate clean. Our recorded history begins only after this destruction, because what came before was almost entirely erased. We are a species with amnesia, disconnected from the most dramatic chapters of our story. The evidence for a lost Ice Age civilization is overwhelming, yet mainstream scholarship resists it. Rediscovering this lost world isn't just academic. It has profound implications for our future. The myths of cataclysm are warnings. What happened once can happen again. By reclaiming the wisdom of the ancients, balance, spiritual insight, and harmony with nature, we might find solutions to our own crises. The time has come to investigate our lost past with open minds and new tools. Re-examining myths, exploring submerged ruins, and challenging dogma is the great adventure of our time. This quest is about discovering who we really are and what heights humanity has reached before.